Hello, everyone, and welcome to QuickShot, powered by Battlefy. We got more games coming out. This is going to be match 2 of the series between Bucket Boys and Dill Dozers. It's a best of 5. With me, of course, is the one, the only tagged monster, which I say that every time, but he is the only tagged monster I know. I think he's the only one out there. Are you the only one out there? Is there other you?
There are other tagged.
But there is no other you.
There's no other me. No.
That's the important thing.
I'm the only one.
Looking at this right now, we do have ourselves Bucket Boys versus Dill Dozers, and we're looking at Kakiri, Calamari, Collab, Dabo, and Daisy versus Aurora Symphony, who had a rough start in Game 1 on Orbital Drill, but it was as Goliath. He went towards this Armadon right over here. I think he's looking for some vengeance over here. He's just getting this right now, and he's going to be going in.
He's going hardcore. He's going to try hard now.
I don't blame him. He got wrecked. That Armadon did some work. Yeah, he's not even going that way, actually.
He's not playing no games. No reindeer games today.
Yeah, no reindeer games. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was not invited. That's it. It's going to be Rudolph the Armadon. It's done now. You can't undo it. Rudolph the Armadon lives right there. We do not enter his domain, for he is mean.
Oh, man. No skin? Come on.
Dude, OG, best way to go. Especially on Orbital Drill, man.
Oh, you gotta put something on there, like Hornet, Savage.
Those are both good skins, yeah. I like all the I like a lot of the skins.
The Frostbite one looks cool.
I'm not a big fan of the Frostbite. I love the Savage one personally.
The looks cool. The Savage is my favorite out of all the skins.
So Calamari getting the tranks going in. However, Dabo is out of position, unable to get the dome. However, due to the trank, he'll be able to lock it in now. He's at 20 meters now, so 30, 40.
Like I said, I know it's stage 1, but that's like the second time I've seen that medic alone.
He survived.
I know, but still, like, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna go wrong.
One of these days.
Down, yeah. Just saying.
But we're gonna get his meats. Finish up his evolve meter.
You vampiric alien thing.
I wonder how that works. Is it just like a suction? Is it just like a vortex beam?
It's like something turning. I don't know how it works. It's like vaporizing the flesh and it just inhales it. I don't know.
Like, does it just heat it to the point where it's a vapor?
I don't know. I've had such a hard time. Like, I definitely think Gorgon's the most terrifying looking monster now, but like before that it was either Wraith or Kraken. Kraken's pretty terrifying looking, but Wraith is just like ungodly.
Not a fan of Cthulhu?
No, he is scary. Like, I was trying to think which one would be the scariest in person. Now it would be Gorgon. Hands down. Gorgon. Terrifying. Giant cockroach. And, Wraith, I don't know. Second, I have to say Wraith. Wraith is pretty terrifying. I mean, look at it. It's got these giant freaking... It's got tentacles. It floats. And it freaking has these giant claws.
Yeah, and here we go. He's going in right now. We have a full armor, full evolve meter, stage 1 monster, sorry. Going in on Dabo, trying to get the finish on the Trapper, trying to lock him down. He is at half HP. Burned through all the shields that could possibly come out of Collab. Does choose to disengage at this point. What's the distance right now? It's coming down to whether or not Dabo is able to get it. He's at 70 meters, 80 meters, 70 meters, trying to get the distance now. And he's not quite able to get it. His action, they are teasing me right now with these disengages and re-engages. See, Wraith is trying to see what they can get, trying to bait out the dome, but they are indeed holding it using an old style of play, which is referred to as the hold the dome tactic.
Yep.
As you're just basically camp in the middle right now. They haven't, like, their Trapper hasn't extended towards the exterior of the map yet.
Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, Trapper's right there.
Immediately canceled that. Did not want any of it because he smelled Kikiri.
Yeah,
and there's
he's
Dabo.
Definitely coming back with a vengeance.
Dabo's right now on the exterior.
No mistakes being made.
No, this is literally perfect play from Aurora Symphony right now. Granted, he's having a rough time getting his distance, so he's not quite able to evolve, but I think this time, like, he's looping back to between the 2 points in the map that give him the most control over the hunter's positioning, and he's going to choose, you know, to fully commit to one side or the other, which I think is what we're about to see, is him going to the back corner over here. And there he goes.
God, Wraith, I haven't played Wraith in a while, but that's like going back to my roots, playing the Wraith. It was my best monster for a long time. I wonder if he'll get away. I wonder if he'll get away with this Evo without being domed.
No, we'll have to find out. We have a 3-point Warp Blast, 2-point Abduct, 1-point Supernova for Stage 2. They are ready to catch him right now. They know where he is. Pings have been coming out. They are running. Abduct goes right past the ears of Colap. And Dabo's stepping in, trying to get the position up. Going over to his perspective. He's looking at it. Is within 5 meters of him because Aurora 70 popped around the corner. And down he goes. Domes is now released. Warp Blast towards right on the edge of the dome. There is no loops. This is literally the perfect hunting dome. Let's see if they can make something out of it. They're going in right now. Goes in for the Warp Blast. Doesn't quite connect on Calamari as he does dodge it. As I keep calling Calamari, but he's not an octopus. Shield coming out from Colap, though, keeping him alive. And there we go. We're going to be using to mitigate at this point. He is getting tranked. Weak points being used. Turning his back towards Colap and Kikiri. Trying to keep and mitigate as much damage as possible. Warp Blast is now used. Does connect on Colap and Kikiri. Trying to see what he can get. But we're looking over. Calamari's on the high ground, trying to see if he can get some good sight lines. Dabo's doing some great job with these harpoons, slowing down Aurora Symphony. Bar health missing right now. Kikiri's on the high ground in the middle. We have Calamari and Colap on the left side, trying to see what damage they can get from the exterior, keeping their sight lines, because they are Team Beam Team. As Warp Blast comes in, connects on Dabo. Dabo's now airborne, going to be able to keep himself shielded and healed because of the great sightlines from this Hunter team. As this dome is literally a worst-case scenario from Aurora Symphony, it's going to be hard for him to survive this dome, as everything's just being punished out, damage is being thrown, and he's just trying to turn his back and mitigate as much as possible. The Val weak points are going to make sure that he takes more than he wants to. As right now, the Arm Pursuit, he's halfway through his health, but at this point in the game, he's doing better than he was last game. So far, it looks like he's turning it around with the Wraith pick.
Yeah, you just gotta get some more armor and get to that next Evo, get all that damage, and start getting some strikes. Definitely, thought it was crazy that Val was able to land three of those crit spots on him. Such a small target. Getting good meats here.
Grab
Ooh,
Dabo.
good abduction on Dabo. Oh, but the shield's already... He's right there with the shield. Warp Blast.
Comes in, does hit Colap. Here comes the Supernova, going right in. Hits Colap. Colap's in the corner, trying to see what he can do to survive, and he has to burn his cloak to keep himself up. But Calamari and Dabo are right beside each other as Calamari is now being brought away, uses his heal burst, but Colap is going to be able to get the heal on. The shield's going to be keeping up that medic. Calamari should be counting his stars right now because Colap was in position to make sure he got it. Last 3 minutes of the game, not even halfway to Stage 3 as Wraith has been locked down. Aurora Symphony having a rough time getting his food from this Hunter team, which if we look at the perks right now, we're looking at movement speed on Aurora Symphony along with Kikiri and Dabo, jetpack recharge on Calamari, and capacity on Colap, which is great for those abduction Warp Blast combos. So what do you think of this perk choice?
Movement speed is always what I picked with the Wraith, because without it, I feel like it's really slow. It's actually a pretty slow monster. Movement speed with Assault is good, so if he can get there in time for the Evo, he can deal as much damage as possible. I like the jetpack recharge for Calamari, the medic. Good for dodging and keeping up with the team. Movement speed for Trapper is good, too, to get those cuts as fast as possible. And then capacity with Hank, I like it. More shields. I usually pick Reload, but... they're pretty much, like, I don't see a difference with either one.
Looks like he's going to be choosing to initiate at this point. Going right in, goes right after Colap, though. Doesn't want to give him the opportunity to cloak, and there comes the cloak right now. He does have him fully revealed, does have a good sight on it. Has to resort to the Rock of Life. Gets his first strike of the game without losing any armor. He's in a great position to finish it up if he's able to keep that body down and stops him from going and drop shit, but he does get picked up. However, Calamari right now is the target of choice. Going to be able to keep him up in the air. If we look right now, we have Colap on the low ground, trying to see what he can get with the Supernova coming in. Goes straight on Colap. Colap's on the run. It does not have his cloak available because he already used it. He's getting an exceptionally low. Abduct comes in for the finish on Colap. He's going to go down to the ground, but no, a quick heal coming out of Calamari, going to be able to keep him up, but doesn't keep him up for long as the heal burst comes in a little bit too late, and he's going to be looking to see what he can get at this point. Warp Blast is going to keep that corpse down. It is going to be the second strike for Colap. They are almost through armor. Stealth Pounce is being used to keep Calamari from getting picked up. Here he goes, getting knocked right down. There goes the second strike. Going to be able to heavy coming in for Colap. Supernova is now used, trying to get the finish, trying to see what he can get. Warp Blast is used. Colap's now in dropship. There are 2 down in dropship. Aurora Symphony coming in, just swiping the Blades of Fury as he's just abducting everything. Warp Blast is being thrown, trying to see what he can get. Wants out of this dome, though, and he needs to stop it. Here comes the Warp Blast, goes in on Kikiri, does connect. He's getting low. Daisy's low. Kikiri's low. And right now, if he goes over to Kikiri, Kikiri's about to go down. Down goes Kikiri. It's only Dabo. And, oh no, Medic's being picked up by Daisy. Daisy got the pickup. Calamari go down, and he's trying to get the finish. Daisy's going in for the pickup, though. Here comes the Warp Blast. It's only Calamari left. He's grinding it. Here it comes. Stealth Pounce is now used. It connects on Calamari. Is he able to get the pistol damage, though? Pistol damage coming out of the side. Heal burst is used. Buying time. 20 seconds left on dropship. Going in for the finish on the Stage 2. Thanks to a great play by Aurora 70, locking down with the Abducts, Warp Blast, and everything was needed there.
Oh, what a comeback.
That turnaround.
Well, he showed him that he was playing reindeer games last round, and this game was not, and totally dominated.
That was the difference. Rudolph, the Armadon, decided to stay in his corner and didn't want to play any games. So he'll be able to come out in the next game maybe on Orbital Drill. But hey, for now, Aurora 70 learned his lesson. Don't mess with Rudolph. He's one angry reindeer.
Well played.
But in the meantime, guys, this is where we do that quick painting video for the sake of editing. This makes it a 1-1 tie on this side, which means it is time for the other side to play. As we're going in to see Dill Dozers versus Bucket Boys, match 3 in a best of 5 going forward. We'll see what happens in the next round. So if you're new to play this, stay tuned. More games coming at you. And if you're live, more games coming at you in just a minute. Woo-woo! Stay tuned.